Hi everyone, it's Miss Kristen with Sunshine Speech. Today I want to talk about two apps that would be great to use to teach about letter and number concepts. The first app is called Yum Yum Letters. You can search for that in the App Store and it should pop up. Currently these apps are free, but even when they're not free, they should cost under $5, which is pretty good value, I think. The second app is called Yum Yum Numbers. Again, just search for that in the App Store. So if we go into the app, you'll see it pops. The icon is a little character with ABC, and the numbers one is a little character with 1, 2, 3. So if we go into the letters app, take a second to load. So now that we're in, you'll see 4 little characters that you can choose from. I'm going to choose the caterpillar.
Letter A. Sound. Ah.
So I like this app because it not only says the letter name, but it also says the sound,
Now it's your turn to write the letter.
which is really important when teaching children to read. You should be teaching the sound. That's sometimes something that families forget to do. They only teach the name. And really what's more important in reading is knowing how to sound out words. So always talk about A. A says ah, ah. So I like this app because you can go in and use your finger. And this app has you do it 3 times. So we'll do first time
Good job.
with our finger. The other thing I
Write
did,
the letter. Try to stay inside the lines.
I was able to buy a stylus for really cheap at the dollar store. They're only $2 at Dollarama. I really like using a stylus because it's a great way to not only work on letters and sounds, but also to work on pencil grasp, which if you talk with an OT, they'll be able to give you some hints on pencil grasp. I'm obviously not an OT, I'm an SLP, but I like being able to do multidisciplinary therapy whenever possible. So if I was encouraging the child to use their school fingers to hold their stylus, and then you can see on level 2, it doesn't quite guide the child the same. So it's a little harder.
Well done. Write the letter one more time.
And then if we write it again, this one is even less guided.
Good job.
So you'll see it starts with A and then moves to
Letter
B.
Sound.
But, again, has the sound. But what I would recommend is going home. It'll take a second to load. And once you're home, you can go into the student center and you can actually change the order of the letters. So if I click up here on the little person, and you'll see right now it says ABC order, I would recommend changing it to recommended order. This will give you the order that are developmentally appropriate to learn how to write because it starts with letters with straight lines and then moves to more curvy lined letters. I also really like in this app, it has uppercase, but it also has lowercase. And again, it has a recommended order or just the regular ABC order. I also like that it has just regular lines and squiggles that, again, if you talk to an occupational therapist, they'll be able to talk to you about the developmental progression about how children should be able to draw lines and curved lines. So we'll go into ABC. You can also click on any letter you want. So if you were really wanting to just practice the letters in the child's name, I'm going to click on K for Kristen, and then I'm going to pick the crab this time because it has my K sound.
Letter K. Sound.
So again,
Now it's your turn to write the letter.
I like that it models first the directionality, because if the child tries to start at the bottom, it won't work. You have to start at the top.
Excellent.
These types of apps are
Write
great.
the letter. Try to stay inside the lines.
These apps are great for a natural reinforcer. So if you're having a hard time getting a child to try writing letters with just regular crayons or markers and paper, they might be more motivated by doing it on an iPad, or you can even do it on your phone. So again, level 2 is a little less guided.
Work. Write the letter one more time.
Okay, so you get the point with the letter app. Now I'll show you the numbers app. So we'll go into numbers, and the numbers app is the same thing, but instead of letters, it's numbers. I really like it. It involves counting, which is nice. So for my friends that have a hard time with those snake sounds using S at the beginning of words, maybe I would use the spider, and we could talk about this spider and practice some speech sounds at the same time. So you get the child to count. 1. You have to touch it before it will do anything. So again.
Well, it's your turn. Good job.
So just a way to practice. If we go into home, it'll take us and it'll show us all of the letters. Touch the student, and you can see it goes all the way up to 99, which is great. You get lots of practice writing different letters, talking about letters, how to read numbers, how to read numbers, how to count. Lots of great basic concept practice available in this app. I've used other apps in the past. One of my favorites used to be Letter School, the app Letter School. You can look it up. I did notice recently, though, that they've moved to a subscription-based app service, which is not my favorite because then you're paying money every month. An app like this, like Yum Yum Letters and Numbers, you only have to purchase it once, or in this case right now it's free, which I think is better than having to pay money monthly. But Letter School did used to be my favorite. It's a very similar app though. So that is Yum Yum Letters and Yum Yum Numbers. I hope you can maybe get access to a stylus and be able to work on some language skills and occupational therapy skills all at the same time. Have fun!